Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course the law of attraction. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you for being part of my journey here on YouTube and this beautiful community that we are co-creating here together. So I'm going to start today by shuffling the energy oracle cards. And while I'm shuffling, if you would like to transmit your energy in a stronger way, I do recommend liking the video and subscribing to the channel. These are forms of energetic transference, so this does tend to allow me to pick up on your energy more easily and channel more specifically for you and your situation. Okay, so right away, I was actually seeing a gray and I think black striped cat, or like at least the tail of a cat. Interesting. So someone may have a cat or that may somehow be relevant to you, but it almost kind of looked like the Cheshire cat in Alice in Wonderland as well. So give me a moment here. I feel like there's a symbolism, like almost someone being between worlds or between dimensions or something. So I'm going to look up some of the symbolism here. Wow, okay, so the Cheshire cat can vanish and reappear, symbolizing mystical or unseen forces in life. It exists at the edge of perception, reminding us that reality may not be as fixed or rational as we assume. It also can resonate with nonconformity and freedom, rebellion against social norms, inner guidance in knowing, madness versus wisdom, a paradox. Okay, so I feel like we're talking about your energy here. And this is really interesting because in the last reading that I did, you can check it out. It's the previous reading that starts with like divine feminine in the title. And in that reading, we talked about how your energy defies being possessed, owned, or controlled, and that the moment someone tries to, in a sense, like control you, you slip through their fingers. And now we're coming up with this Cheshire cat that has this ability to disappear and reappear. I feel like this is how other people are perceiving you, like you are just on like the edges of their perception in a sense. And at times, I feel that there are paradoxes about you, paradoxes about the way that you operate that seem to confuse people. I'm hearing you carry such power, but you do it with such grace. And you have such a strength about you, but also such a softness as well. And I feel like there are so many ways that we could kind of go on about these paradoxes in your energy. And maybe you know for yourself what some of these paradoxes are that people perceive about you. I would love to hear from you in the comments if you have any insights on that. But I'm also seeing this necklace with like a ruby at the end of it, and it's really like this gleaming red. So maybe that's relevant for someone. I'm actually going to look that up as well. So let's see. I feel like this could be kind of astrological as well, to do with certain months of the year. So it can represent love, passion, or desire. But it's interesting because someone's wearing this on their neck in my visualization. So it's like almost someone wearing their heart on their sleeve, except it's like they're wearing their passion around their neck here. But this is also a form of protection to ward off negative energy. It can also connect with the signs of Cancer, Leo, water signs, fire signs. Maybe that's in someone's birth chart. And ruby is the birthstone for July. So I feel like I'm hearing something's being protected for the month of July. I know that sounds so strange, but I feel as though, maybe that is relevant very specifically to you. Maybe you know what that means to you. Something's being protected for the month of July. But I also feel that it's almost like someone right now could be wearing their passion around their neck. It's like holding on to something that's being protected, being preserved for a future date, which again, July could be significant here. I feel that for some of you listening, there may be something that you're doing that has a lot of passion associated with it, where you're putting a lot of passion into something, but maybe I'm hearing starting date. Maybe you're not fully starting to set something into motion for a couple more months, or you're kind of preparing things behind the scenes, working with your passion, protecting something, wearing it around your neck in a sense. I'm hearing hidden in plain sight as well. I have to say for some of you, this is really feeling like a romantic situation where someone is wearing their heart on their sleeve. Something's hidden in plain sight, but not everyone can see it. This is so strange. I feel that to some people, it's so obvious, but to most people who have their hearts closed or who are living less consciously, it's actually hidden. Interesting. Maybe this speaks to something you're doing or creating where like it's only reaching the right people. It's hidden from people who don't have their hearts open, who aren't really aligned with it, but it's being revealed to or really shared with people who do have their hearts open. So yeah, patience and door to spirit. So there's some kind of spiritual opening taking place here, something very powerful happening here, but it requires patience. I'm hearing it's all about timing. So let's talk about if this is a love connection for you. I really feel as though in this love connection, there's someone here who is hiding something in plain sight. I'm hearing an open love letter. It's like they want you on some level to know how they're feeling. I'm hearing this person may hide things in plain sight for you to find or for you to see because they want you to know what's actually going on in their mind or what they're feeling on a deeper level. But if they were questioned about it directly, they would deny it because they're protecting or preserving something, or something is being preserved spiritually for a later date, which again could be July. So interesting. What else can I channel about the person or situation coming through here? Well, it's interesting because getting back to this ruby symbolism, I also am seeing that it can be a bridge between passionate grounding and emotional expansion. And I'm hearing grounding is necessary for expansion. So maybe this speaks to something you're going through personally where you are finding it necessary to really focus on grounding yourself right now. For some reason, I'm seeing like root vegetables and things like that in my mind's eye, which could just represent like root chakra energy, grounding, but also maybe you are actually specifically taking a look at what you are fueling your body with, what you are eating. Maybe this is a sign for someone to eat more root vegetables to kind of have this grounding effect or something. But also this could just represent you shifting your dietary kind of how you eat, you're shifting your diet, whatever the case is. But I'm very curious to know, whoa, okay, so anxious and a new beginning. So what I feel here is, if this is a person coming through here that's like hiding things for you in plain sight, or maybe you're the one hiding things in plain sight in the world, like you have these beautiful qualities or gifts to share or things that you're doing, but only the right people are going to find them. And when I say the right people, I mean the people who are really aligned and connected with their own heart. I'm hearing like you're going to be seen by all the right people and invisible to all of the wrong people. Whatever that means. This is kind of a little bit of a riddle for someone listening, but maybe you'll know what that means for you. Now with the heart chakra card, so let's get back to if this is a very specific romantic person for you, I feel as though they're very anxious about a new beginning that they know is on the horizon, that they know, I'm hearing, is inevitable. And I'm hearing an ending leads to a beginning. So maybe what they're nervous about is knowing that something is going to have to end for something else to begin. I'm seeing some kind of game that involves like rolling a ball of some kind. I'm just seeing like a ball rolling. Maybe this is like just speaking to a momentum, like getting the ball rolling, getting a momentum going. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're setting something in motion and they know that ultimately it's going to lead to an ending, which is naturally going to give way to a beginning, but there's a lot of anxiety about it. And again, timing is everything. Maybe this is you where you're getting the ball rolling on something, where you're putting momentum into something, but maybe you also know there's going to be some kind of ending that's going to lead to a beginning here. That's just for a small group listening. The heart space is very active here, especially if there's a specific person involved here romantically or in some kind of way. But when I channel into this heart space, I'm hearing transformative grief. I feel like there's a grief, but also one that is changing this person, alchemizing them. I feel like what they're grieving is the loss of their former self, the loss, that ending that's going to lead to the beginning. Interesting. So what else can I channel about this person or situation coming up here? Caring connections. So there's also a lot of warmth in this person's heart chakra as well. A lot of warmth towards you and the recognition on a very deep level that when they connect with you, they are also connecting with their highest timeline, a higher version of themselves, and vice versa. That connecting with this higher version of themselves seems to naturally connect them with you or align them with you. I feel like they're also realizing there's certain people or things that can't connect with them in that higher version of themselves, at least not the way that you do. In fact, for some of them, they've never really fully met someone who called them into a higher version of themselves. I saw 1221, that could represent the two of you mirroring each other. But in many cases, they've never met someone who really connects them with a higher version of themselves in the way that they feel you are. Now, with the third eye chakra reversed, I feel as though they're also realizing, I'm hearing realizing through their emotions. It's like what they're feeling on their heart chakra is what's bringing through these conscious realizations. And one thing they're realizing is that they've been in denial, that they've been trying to, in a sense, hide from themselves, hide their own knowing from themselves is what I'm getting. Even as they were hiding things in plain sight, it's like even as, I keep hearing something about an open love letter. I don't know why. I feel like this person, it's like they're putting something out there emotionally, energetically, or maybe even dropping hints or clues online, on social media, even dropping hints to you. I feel like this person is putting things in plain sight that are, I'm hearing, subtle enough to be denied, but obvious enough that you're not going to miss them, but you might question yourself. You might wonder, was this really hidden in plain sight for me? And again, I feel if you were to ask this person directly at this time, they would probably deny it because they are still in this state of anxiety. Timing is everything here, but it's like they want you to know. I now see like someone putting a necklace around someone else's neck. I feel like it's like they want to give you, just like someone giving you a necklace, giving you something to hold on to or to wear. This person wants to give you the certainty or the knowing that they're feeling something, or that they have this love for you, this care for you, without actually saying it in plain words at this time. But again, I feel like that could change specifically in July, where things actually become more clear, more straightforward somehow. Okay, so I'm going to be reshuffling the cards here. This has been such an interesting reading. By the way, if you do want to manifest more connection with this person in the physical world, I really recommend 2 subliminals I've created, and these are love, magnetism, and quantum connection. These will be really powerful, especially if you put them together in a playlist, which you can create your own playlists in my apps, Sound and Soulful. This is my subliminals app where I have over 130 subliminals for love, relationships, appearance, manifestation, money, mindset, energy clearing, and so many other things as well. I personally use my own app and my own subliminals every single day because I haven't found any other tool that clears my energy as much as subliminals, that makes me feel as magnetic and really helps me to shift my vibration to that higher level. I love listening to them when I'm doing my journaling, my meditating, my other manifestation routines. So I really highly recommend trying them out for yourself. And I will leave a link to get the app underneath the video in the pinned comment and description box. When you sign up in the app, you actually can get a free trial. So you can try them out completely free and start to notice just how your energy shifts even after just a couple times of listening over the course of a few days. So again, I really recommend my love, magnetism, and quantum connection because these are designed to really clear out any love-related blockages, to help you magnetize in your highest timeline in love, but also to align with those who are really connected with you on that highest timeline. And not just when it comes to love and relationships, but specifically the quantum connection subliminal will help you to align with opportunities, events, circumstances that are connected to the core of you, that really align with the core of your soul. So these are 2 super powerful subliminals to incorporate into your routine. And again, the link to access them through my app is underneath the video. Okay, so what else can I channel? I'm going to go to some of the other decks because we've spent a lot of time in the energy oracle. So what else can I channel here? Wow, marriage, partnership, commitment. So whether this is a literal marriage or just a long-term partnership, I feel like this is what is on this person's mind, something very long-term and solid and committed with you. Romance. Wow. Yeah, so something committed long-term, but also very romantic. But then we have cycles reversed. So this speaks to the fact that they are in the process of completing a cycle. The interesting thing is, though, they seem to already be aware that this cycle is coming to a close, that it is in the process of completing itself. And yet it feels like for some reason they can't fully say that out loud. We have the card legal. So there may be legal binds, legal obligations that are keeping them in a certain situation or with a certain person that they still have to work their way out of. I see someone like filing paperwork or signing papers, tying up loose ends is what I'm hearing. I feel like they have to tie up certain loose ends in that previous cycle and situation before they're able to complete that cycle and move into, I'm hearing, be more open about how they're feeling towards you. I'm almost feeling like whatever situation they're in that feels like, again, it could be a legal obligation or maybe just a sense of moral obligation, but I feel like there's a heavy obligation to someone or something that it's like they have to work their way out of. And it feels like there are very practical things involved here. There may be literal paperwork, logistical things, circumstances that require them to tie up these loose ends before they can even openly express what they are desiring here, before they can even express these feelings or intentions towards you. And yet there they are, like hiding things in plain sight, trying to kind of drop hints in some way. I'm hearing to say what they want to say without saying it is what I'm getting. This is a very interesting energy here. Can I get any more information here? Yeah, we have the card hopeful. Interesting. I'm hearing I'm coming back for you. So it's almost like you may have felt left behind by this person, or you may have felt as though they had let this go. But it's almost like their soul is coming through saying, I'm coming back for you on the other side of these obligations I have to work myself through, or out of this cycle that I have to complete. That's what I'm getting really strongly from this person. So I feel like this energy is going to come through future readings. So if you do want to get notified when I post new readings that could be related to this, I recommend subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications. But I'm going to leave the reading here today. I hope something reached you and connected with you in a personal way. If so, I would love to hear from you in the comments. And of course, the link to download my Sound and Soulful Subliminals app and manifest a deepened connection with this person using my Love, Magnetism, and Quantum Connection Subliminals is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love. Have an amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.